With just 5 weeks left until world leaders gather in Glasgow for a critical climate summit, the BBC's Matt McGrath and Roger Harrabin consider progress made at this week's UN gathering and the outstanding issues that remain.
Climate change was the dominant theme at this year's UN General Assembly as countries recognized the seriousness of the global situation.
All across the planet, the hallmarks of rising temperatures are being keenly felt, with intense wildfires, storms and floods taking place on scales rarely seen.
Against this backdrop, Boris Johnson told the UN it was time to grow up on the climate issue.
The Prime Minister fought to bring November's UN climate summit to Britain, and it's clear he sees himself and the UK as global leaders in tackling this planetary threat.
His bizarre if powerful speech at the UN harnessed the Greek tragedian Sophocles and TV's Kermit the Frog to accuse some other leaders of behaving like adolescents waiting for someone else to tidy up their mess.
Did it encourage or annoy them? That's not yet clear.
But how's Mr. Johnson faring with his own policies?
Well, even the most grudging environmentalist would give him high marks for target setting. The UK pledges to cut 78% of its emissions by 2035, that's from a 1990 baseline.
That doesn't include emissions created abroad in the process of manufacturing the goods bought in the UK. But leave that to one side for the moment, because Britain is not on course for that 78% target anyway.
A report showed its current plans are projected to deliver less than a quarter of the cuts needed to meet the goal. The government didn't deny that.
It warned little progress has been made recently in areas such as agriculture, power, and waste.
The government has promised to put effective policies in place before the November conference, known as COP26, is held in Glasgow. But it's had policy rows over gas boilers, farm subsidies, aviation, and especially over how the zero-carbon revolution will be funded.
What's more, several of Mr. Johnson's current policies will send emissions up, not down.
He's not opposing a coal mine in Cumbria or oil drilling off Shetland. He's cutting taxes on flying. And he's building new roads and the HS2 railway despite the massive amount of CO2 created to make the infrastructure.
Environmentalists warn these will prove embarrassing during the Glasgow summit.